This video explains how to add the CAD component to this wall panel object. We pick this intermediate panel number 3 for this example. First is we have to select the component and we have to add the CAD model. Here we see the CAD model that is initially created in SolidWorks. Next, we will rotate the component so that it's in the correct direction. This is the component in the right direction. Next, we have to place this component properly in the correct position. This can be done by selecting the component, and here we will give a proper Z coordinate. We might give a value like a G1000. The problem is if the car height changes, the component is not in the right place. So what we can do is we can simply assign a rule here. So instead of 1000 we will put a rule here, and the rule is 0.5 multiply, and then we can pick from the parameters here at the bottom, which is the car height, which is the parameter CH. This will bring the profile to the correct center point here. Next, we have to define the LOD value when this component needs to be shown. This will be done in a later step. To do so, we develop the related component. So I click on panel 3, and under develop BIM components I will choose develop this BIM component. What we see here is that the related CAD file is missing. So let's go to the data structure here, and we choose the CAD model, and under include in Save to BIM library we choose yes as instance. This will show the component here accordingly. It's important that we have a clear strategy with regards to LOD values. We will use LOD 100 to 400 for standard layouts as we use today in almost all cases. The idea is to use LOD 500 for manufacturing only, and to use LOD max for development of the component. This is important because we need one LOD value where we can develop the component and we can see the simplified geometry and the CAD geometry. LOD 500, in LOD 500 we will use for manufacturing only. We will only show the CAD geometry for the related component. So let's pick this CAD file, and under occurrences we choose the root occurrence, and under properties we can disable the related LOD levels. So we simply switch off the LOD levels for all the different levels, and this will hide the CAD component. But for LOD 500 we want to see the polygons, and for LOD max we will also want to see the polygons. This makes sure that we see this geometry in these levels, and make sure that you also customize under view frame the developer view frame to LOD max so that the components become visible. Now in the developer areas we see both parts, the standard component geometry plus the CAD model. Next I go ahead and I will also change for the standard lift designer profiles. I also have to change the LOD assignment, which we want to see in LOD 100, 200, 300, 350. We don't want to see it in LOD 500 because there it's just for the manufacturing. In my example, there are several profiles here, and I have to do so for all of them. Now in the developer LOD view, we can see that in LOD 100, 200, and so on, it's just the standard profile. In LOD 500, we see the CAD model, and in LOD max, we see the CAD model and the other components. In my sample, I've created different sections, and you see here, this is a LOD 300 section. This is a LOD 500 section that shows the component, the manufacturing component. And this is the LOD max section. It shows the manufacturing component and the simplified, so that we can easily, for development purposes, we can see both and then we can properly work with this.